Hey everyone, so there's a great many people upset with the ACLU for defending neo-Nazis in court and defending their permit to organize and march. I'm not sure how the First Amendment became so foreign to people, but the freedom of speech is not designed to only protect accepted thought. The First Amendment exists not for our right to speak about clothing, cars, or the weather, but to speak about controversial and offensive topics. If you don't want a neo-Nazi group to grow in numbers, then allow their ridiculous preachments to be made. There is a real reason why Nazis in America are extremely marginalized, and it has nothing to do with the state disallowing them from speaking. It has everything to do with the inherent flaws in what they say. I'd rather have light shined on it so it can be exposed for the scam that it is, and that applies to communism, socialism, and any other number of authoritarian despotic philosophies as well. Forcing their ground will only serve to embitter and embolden them. Allow them to say what they'd like to say, sit back and watch themselves shoot themselves in the foot over and over again. The real fear I have of preventing Nazis from speaking actually has little to do with Nazis themselves, and much more to do with the terrible precedent it sets. If you have what is deemed as an outlier of an opinion, this sets us down the road of becoming too comfortable with stifling speech. Although I can admit that this YouTube channel I have here is rather insignificant in terms of numbers, I already feel like I have to watch what I say or how I title videos because YouTube may punish me or ban me. Now, not that I do censor myself at all, but it's truly a sad state of affairs that we're in here, that I wouldn't even be surprised if I was kicked off of YouTube, or if my videos were shoved to the corners of YouTube where it'll never be seen. Regardless of all this, people spend far too much time consuming mainstream media, BuzzFeed, and other social media garbage, and because of this, they get the false sense that Nazism is somehow on the rise in the US. Somehow they believe that neo-Nazis are somewhat of a regular thing, or have any chance at all of becoming a real, solid movement in the US. Although I wouldn't suggest doing this, but go anywhere in the US and claim yourself as a neo-Nazi. Watch how quickly you will turn into someone that nobody wants to be around. The moment you'd claim such a thing, you would be relegating yourself to incredibly small communities where you won't be able to live much past a subsistence level. It would be social suicide. I think most reasonable people realize this, so why then is there this frantic clamoring and panic as if neo-Nazism is a credible thing to worry yourself about? Allow them to speak, allow them to assemble, allow them to shout their stupid slogans, and watch as they go nowhere. Watch as their faces are painted on the news, and then watch as they become even more of an insignificant movement. That all being said, the moment a neo-Nazi becomes violent, as what happened in Charlottesville, then you isolate those violent individuals and deal with them. They've given up their rights at the moment they have taken the rights of others to live. I would also suggest not counter-protesting. When there's a counter-protest, to me it seems like you validated their warlike mindset, but there is nothing more sorry and pathetic than some crackpot group marching and protesting and no one is around to witness it. It becomes very obvious that nobody cares about them. When you see 30 KKK members marching around with megaphones, it's just sad to watch. It really puts into perspective how little they resonate with society at large. That is a far greater form of punishment to them than any rock or stone you may throw. Thanks, and until next time.